9:30, we'll call the meeting to order, please. We'll start with a moment of silence, followed by the pledge, please. Thank you. I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Public comments on agenda items only. Seeing none, we'll move on to old business. Approval of the minutes of the February 18th, 2026 Commissioners meeting. Is there a motion, please?
So moved.
Second. Are there any questions? All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries. Proclamations and certificates. We have one for Employee Appreciation Day and the other one for the Pennsylvania 4-H week of March 15th through March 22nd. Is there a motion, please?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries. Now we get to do it.
Yes.
Let's start with the Employee Appreciation Day, please.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
I'll read the proclamation. Whereas the first Friday, yes, Teresa, please come up. Teresa represents our Human Resource Department. Whereas the first Friday in March of each year has been designated as Employee Appreciation Day in the United States. And whereas in 2026, the first Friday in March falls on March 6, 2026. And whereas the employees of Monroe County provide the highest quality service to the residents of our county. And whereas the employees of Monroe County are committed to making our place of work one of which we can all be proud. And whereas the Monroe County Commissioners wish to thank the employees of Monroe County for their continued efforts in public service to the residents of Monroe County. Now therefore be it resolved, the Monroe County Board of Commissioners hereby proclaim March 6, 2026 as Monroe County Employee Appreciation Day in Monroe County. Be it further resolved that the board extends its appreciation and thanks to the dedicated employees of Monroe County for their outstanding service and the invaluable work they perform each day. Signed by Chairman Christie, myself, and Commissioner Labrador, and Bob Gress. So, thank you,
Thank you.
Teresa, for all you do to help our employees in the county, and thanks to all the employees for all the work you do. I know the HR department tries to come up with something to give employees every year. I know we had duck donuts last year, and ice cream one year before I was here.
Yeah.
This year we have bagels, and I just happened to try it this morning because I had to go to Tannersville to go to Bartonville printing. When I stopped in Bartonville on the way, which is where the bagel place is.
Bagels and more.
Yes, and they gave me a nice hot bagel, and I decided to get a cup of coffee too. It was delicious.
So they upgraded you.
They did, yeah. Yes, I
We
did.
try to support and promote a local business every year when we do our employee appreciation event, so.
I ordered a cinnamon raisin. And he asked if I wanted cream cheese. I said yes.
Did you bring enough for the class?
No, but I do want to let employees, I know one of the things is we have employees all over the county, on the mountain, out in the West End and so on. And if you have difficulty getting there, just reach out to our office. I'd be glad to arrange bringing your bagels out to you. We don't want anybody to miss out on this opportunity.
Thank you, David.
Thank you. Sharon, can you do the 4-H, please?
Honored. Pennsylvania 4-H week. If our 4-H folks want to like to come up, great. I have to say this, it's really because I'm very proud of it. Barbara's daughter and granddaughter from central Pennsylvania originally. So this means a lot, being raised in those circumstances. So the proclamation is Pennsylvania 4-H week. Whereas 4-H is America's largest youth development organization, supporting nearly 6 million youth across the country. And whereas 4-H has helped 400 youth in Monroe County to become confident, independent, resilient, and compassionate leaders as they learn by doing. Whereas 4-H in Pennsylvania is delivered by Penn State Cooperative Extension. In rural areas, small towns and cities in all 67 counties of the Commonwealth, more than 485,000 youth ages 5 to 18. And whereas 4-H youth in Pennsylvania are served by a network of staff members and more than 3,754 adult volunteers who engage in mentor youth in learning activities and hands-on projects in topics such as animal science, civic engagement, STEM, capital STEM, and health and wellness. And whereas Pennsylvania 4-H Week showcases the incredible ways that 4-H inspires kids to achieve goals and highlights the remarkable 4-H youth in Monroe County who work each day to make a positive impact on those around them. And whereas 4-H's network provides youth with opportunities for leadership development, career exploration, problem solving, friendships, community involvement, passion, and purpose. And now, therefore, we do hereby proclaim March 15th, 21st, 2026 as Pennsylvania 4-H Week throughout the country and encourage our citizens to acknowledge and celebrate 4-H for its valuable service and continued efforts to empower youth with the foundation of success for a lifetime. Thank you very much. Introduce yourself.
My name is Micah Staples. I am the Monroe County Teen Council President.
I'm Abigail Smith. I'm the Monroe County Teen Council Vice President. I'm Isabella Haley. I'm the Monroe County Teen Council Photographer. I'm Grace Smith, and I'm the Monroe County Teen Council Secretary.
Very good. We welcome you all. Yeah. You want to do that?
Yes.
Introduce yourself to your.
Hi, I'm Erin Greenleaf. I am the 4-H educator for Monroe County, so I oversee all the youth and the adult volunteers in 4-H in Monroe County.
Hold that
Get it for your cow.
Hold on one second. Get all the picture thing.
Someone can stand right here.
There you go.
Okay.
Sure.
You're not gonna get the picture like right here. If you want to.
All right, I got Deb and all of them.
Thank you.
I'll take her. Congratulations.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody.
Sorry, I was so close.
Moving on to new business. Personnel, we have the personnel agenda and approve and ratify requests for work additional hours in the sheriff's office. We also have electronic financial transactions of A, B, and C. Is there a motion, please, for new business 1 and 2?
So moved.
Second.
Are there any questions? Yes, what?
Is there any changes you want to make to the personnel agenda?
Oh, that's for the start dates. For new hires, that is the 23rd, correct?
For the ones listed as 2/24/26 would be 2/23/26.
Correct. With that notation, can I have a first and second with that change, please?
I'll make the motion.
Are there any questions? All in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Are we good with all our motions then? Thank you. Travel authorization, approve and ratify. Travel request with Aging, Children and Youth, Conservation District, the Correctional Facility, Emergency Services, Pretrial DUI Services, Probation, Planning, and the Public Defender. Is there a motion, please?
So moved.
Second.
Are there any questions? All in favor signify by saying aye. Motion carries. Area Agency on Aging, execute the Title 19 Medicaid grant agreement of the PA Department of Human Services in the amount of $39,892 for the period of October 1st, 2025 through June 30th of 2026 to provide medical assistance, information, and referral services to consumers in need of long-term service and support. Is there a motion, please?
So moved.
Are there any questions? All in favor signify by saying aye. Aye, motion carries. Children and Youth Services. Authorize submittal of the Act 148 first quarter 2025-2026 report with the total expenditures of $5,134,257. Is there a motion, please?
So moved.
Second?
Are there any questions? All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries. Commissioner's Office. Approve the budget adjustment report dated 3/4 totaling $13,375. That's $7,623 for the Sheriff's Office, moving budgeted contingency funds to the Sheriff's budget for body armor, $4,000 for the courts for 2025 invoices in the Orphans Court, and $1,752 for the Office of Emergency Management's Hazardous Mitigation Relief Grant for a total, and it's to be separate in its own accounts of $876 duplicated. So with that in mind, we move on to approve request by Safe Monroe to use the courthouse square on April 2nd from 4:30 to 6 p.m. for the Take Back the Night rally. Approve professional agreement with Riley Associates for engineering services in the amount of $29,500 for development of a parking area on 6th and Quaker Alley lot. Authorize the chief clerk to advertise the following: a request for proposal for continuity of operations and continuity of government plan for the county, and the Act 537 Component 3 plan update. And also to add to the following vendors to the county list of approved vendors: Carrie Ann Ellis and Hailstone Economics LLC for the grants office, and Combined Systems Inc. for the county correctional facility. Is there a motion, please?
So moved.
Second.
Are there any questions? Seeing none, all in favor signify by saying aye. Aye, motion carries. In the District Attorney's Office, we're looking to ratify the submittal of the Equitable Sharing Agreement and Certification Report with expenditures totaling $15,860.90 for the period ending 12/31 of 2025. Is there a motion, please?
So moved.
Second?
Are there any questions? All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Fiscal and grants. Ratify the submittal of the Pennsylvania Opioid Misuse and Addiction Abatement Trust for the 6-month period ending December 31st of 2025, as required by the trust in the amount of $434,594.49. And ratify authorization to the grants manager, Ashley Carrick, to electronically submit the Pennsylvania Historical and Museum Commission's Keystone Historic Preservation Grant in the amount of $100,000 with the grant period to be determined to replace the roof on the old county jail. C, ratify authorizations for the to authorize Representative John Christie to sign the State Food Purchase Program Agreement in the amount of $303,501.04 for the period of 7/1/2025 through 6/30 of 2026. And also approve the budget modification to the Emergency Solutions Grant, or ESG, for the 2024-2026 contract to move homeless prevention and rapid rehousing funds in amounts of $45,090 to the emergency shelter line. And approve the following community service block grants, CSBG, for 2026 for Pike County subrecipient allocations to be recommended by the Community Services Administration Board, Pike County Funding Committee. Pike County County Human Services, $23,800. Pike County Developmental Center, $20,160. Choosing Integrity, $15,000. Family Promise, $5,000. Center for Developmental Disabilities for Pike County Early Intervention, $15,000. And the Center for Developmental Disabilities of Pike County Behavioral Health Services, $15,000, for a total of $93,960. Is there a motion, please?
So moved.
Second.
Are there any questions? All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries. In the Information and Technology Services offices, we have approved the prepaid services agreement with Illuminated Integration for services listed in Exhibit A for courtroom AV systems. Is there a motion, please?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Excellent. All in favor, signify by saying aye. Aye, motion carries. And the Planning Commission reappoint Chris Borger to the board with a new term to expire December 31st, 2029, and also acknowledge the receipt of the 2025 Monroe County Planning Commission report, which arrived yesterday. Is there a motion, please?
So moved.
Second.
Any questions? All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. And probation, execute the juvenile probation services grant agreement in the amount of $96,795 for the period July 1st of 2025 through June 30th of 2026. Is there a motion, please?
So moved.
Second.
Are there any questions? All in favor signify by saying aye. Aye, motion carries. Office of Emergency Management, execute memorandum of understanding with the Eastern PA EMS Council for EMS certification class for rural education program funding, BLS and ALS in initial certification program. Is there a motion, please?
So moved.
Any questions? All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries. The Redevelopment Authority approved the release of $40,000 to Smithfield Township for the project 2024-2274 Marshalls Creek Road from the Act 152 Demolition Program Fund, and also approved submittal of the contract extension request for the PA Department of Community Development for the CSBG 2022 grant for the Borough of East Stroudsburg, Maple Avenue, and Berwick's Heights project. Is there a motion, please?
So moved.
Second.
Are there any questions? All in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Motion carries. Capital outlay purchases, approve the capital purchase report dated 3/4 of 2026 totaling $1,169.95. My memory serves me correctly. That is for the sheriff's office for ballistic blast plates for vests. Is there a motion, please?
So moved.
Second.
Are there any questions? All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Miscellaneous, Mr. Parker?
Yes, Mr. Chairman. Well, I'd like to thank a couple of folks on the America 250 Commission. Jenny Snow and Fabi DeCastro have been coming up with some historical information about day in the history of that we've been able to use on our social media posts for Monroe County America 250 Facebook page. So I thought it'd be appropriate to read today's. It's a pretty good one because on March 4th, 1681, the charter for Pennsylvania was granted by King Charles II. Before there was a United States, before there was even a Pennsylvania, there was a promise. On March 4th, 1681, King Charles II of England granted a charter to William Penn, officially creating the province of Pennsylvania. This document didn't just define land boundaries, it laid the foundation for a colony built on bold ideals: freedom of worship, representative government, and the possibility of a peaceful coexistence. Penn envisioned something radical for its time, a place where people could live without religious persecution and help shape their own future. The charter gave Penn and future settlers the authority to establish laws with the consent of the people, planting early seeds of self-governments that would later inspire the democratic principles at the heart of our nation. Nearly 95 years later, those same ideals would fuel Pennsylvania's role at the center of the American Revolution and ultimately independence itself. As we celebrate America's 250th anniversary, we honor this moment in 1681 when Pennsylvania's story began and when the spirit of independence quietly took root on this land we still call home. So that's today's post. Encourage you to follow our page, and we'll be having more posts like that throughout the weeks and months ahead. I did also want to point out we have parade applications for our Independence Day Parade, which will be on July 4th, starting at 10 a.m. at the Stroudsburg High School. And this month, there's an activity concert that you can attend on March 20th at the Barrett Paradise Friendly Library. Dave Metsinko, known as the Minstrel of the Mountains, performs traditional music from the Revolutionary period. That's at 2 p.m. on March 20th. So we do have these in the back, which list all the upcoming events for the America's 250th celebration. And I encourage you to take one. Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. Sharon?
Yep.
Commissioner Lavador?
Yes, thank you. First of all, The planning commission report, where can our folks,
We will have it out in the front for
okay,
viewing.
is it going to be posted anywhere online?
I don't think we,
We have electronically, we probably can.
yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so that, I would have you look forward to that. Christine Meinhardt Fritz always does an excellent job to the planning commission when they make their reports. That's all. I'd like to take a minute just to piggyback on some of the PA 250 celebration things that are happening. And this one is Stars and Stitches Forever, the quilt challenge that actually the Monroe County Historical Association has created, and they're looking for people to turn in some quilts, and they're going to be all displayed and then voted on. And the challenge now has been extended to Friday, March 27th. So that gives some people some extra time if you're a quilter. And it's really important that we have some more of these flyers out at the table as well. And I would encourage you all to participate. You don't want to compete with David Parker, but you know what? Sometimes these things happen along the way. So I'm certainly not, but okay. So anyway, thank you.
Is there any public comment? Seeing none, is there a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
We are.
Hello,
Oh,
Hello?
this is Teresa Pash of Elder Township. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay, so I joined onto the meeting late, but I saw the agenda, which I cannot get up on my phone again. Can you, is there any way that we could see the itemization for agenda item number 5 for children and youth services? Is that out for the public to see on a website?
no.
Okay, so is there any way that the public can view it?
I
Or do
mean,
I need to
it's-
do a right to know?
Once it's signed, we can send it to you if you wanted to. It's just the quarterly findings of, how we spent the money for that quarter.
We get reimbursed.
We get reimbursed from the state.
Okay, but the paperwork,
Paperwork has
paperwork
not
can
been
be sent to
signed
me?
nor sent in. I beg your pardon?
okay, so after it's signed, that's when the people can see it?
Yeah,
Okay, and when might that be? When do you plan on signing it, Commissioner?
by the end of the
Christine?
week.
By the end of the week? Okay, thank you.
Is there anything else? We are adjourned.
Oh, no.
No, I was just putting my hat on until. Out of respect, I keep it on.
I thought he was collecting tickets.
I'm sorry. I'll learn something new every day.
All right, then we're out of here. Thank you.
Thank you all.